In my interaction with one of the Guba candidates in this 2023 election in Delta State, specifically that of the Social Democratic Party, Honorable Kenneth Gbagi, he described the governor of Delta State as having the propensity for working with those who bring little or no value to governance, having high on loyalty and lower on competence. You blamed his advisors for the woes in the government. How will you reconcile the two contrasting positions?
Well, there's a popular adage that says, tell me who you move with, I will tell you who you are. Dr. Kowa is well-learned, he's educated. But what I see are maybe sycophants around him. And I don't know whether it's his fault choosing them, or he has to do that because of party leanings. But things concerning state, concerning people's interests, we should take the best out of us to perform such tasks. As it stands today, I don't think we have those people in governance in Delta State. And the buck stops with the governor. So if the governor is the one that appoints them, you shift the blame to him. So vicariously, he's responsible. If I want to work with people and I can't find them within my party, or I can find people but they are not as good as the people I will find outside my party, in order to make my government look good and to get the best to my people, I'll go outside my party lines and get people that can work. So that is what I believe in, and that is what should be done to get Delta moving.
From the much you have heard, from what you have seen, in your understanding of the man P2B, what do you think a P2B presidency will look like in Nigeria?
Honestly, P2B is one man that I admire a lot, regardless of the fact that I am a member of the Labour Party. While he was the governor, he was impeached twice. I mean, people have heard this. He went to court twice and he was restored as governor of that state. When P2B was there, one of the things he did when he got there was to take account of every village, town and village in Anambra State. And he ran roads. I'm not just talking about roads that he gave to his cronies, good contractors. Every part of Anambra State was crisscrossed with roads. Tell me that state in this federation that have roads like that. Now, another thing again is that while he was in government, his personal assistant and some members of his cabinet were not actually from Anambra State. He's a true Nigerian. Okay? So, and this is a person that is not greedy. He's simple. When he's walking, you will see how simple he is. He doesn't go with an entourage. He goes on his own. So, in order to actually cut down the cost of governance, you need people like Obi to do that.
You were in Nigeria recently and you've seen firsthand the living condition and the lifestyle of the people in Nigeria. What were your experiences?
Thank you very much. This is actually, I feel a bit touched by this part because I came about some few weeks ago, and where I live, I was just coming out from the gate. I'm giving you an example. I saw they call them gate men, the gate man here where I was staying, and I saw the children there when they were supposed to be in school. I said, are you guys on holidays? They said, no, we're not on holidays. We can't raise 25,000 for both children to go to school, so they have to stay home. 2 children, primary school age. 25,000, that's 50,000 cannot get them to school. So we try to settle that. So as I walked down the street the next day, I saw 3 children. When in the morning, walking past, I said, guys, you are supposed to be in school. They said, well, our parents cannot take us to school. I said, okay, go call your parents. How many are you? There are 5. I'm talking about the same street. So when they were coming, there was another family coming with 5 children again. All of them cannot afford going to school. So what do we have as legacy for our children tomorrow? If you don't train your own children, the leaders of tomorrow, where will Nigeria be in the next future? How can you compete? Now you, especially these people that have pillaged Nigeria over the last 24 years, you went to school, free education. You have the conscience of not making free education, making it free for kids that are from ages 0 to 10, and you can sleep at night. You will take your children overseas and put them right there overseas, stealing our money, the money that belongs to everyone, taking your children overseas. Meanwhile, you cannot get I tell you, I get passionate when it comes to this. So they will steal money, let me put it in right terms, from the public school. They will build private schools. They will now charge the people that you have stolen money from to get their children to school. It's sad. We have to change these things. Children should have free education. Nigeria can afford it. Delta State can afford it. So where did we go wrong? I will steal 1 million. That 1 million can pay 25,000, 25,000, 25,000, 25,000. Imagine how many kids that 1 million that I stole from government would have been able to fit. So these are things that touches me. You know, they touch me so much. So we need to actually address these issues. With that first hand, I felt sad. Just one street, about 20 children not going to school. So if I had gone to the next street and the next street, and we're talking about Yahoo and all those things. So you see, the reason. We want to change the narratives. Labour Party has decided to change the narrative, and we will do that. If it doesn't happen, people should hold them responsible. And that is what politics is all about.
The legion of you Nigerians in diaspora, most of you might not be able to cast your votes at the polls, at least this time. What are you doing to ensure that your voices are heard in this election?
Well, you know, again, when this whole thing started, they said people are in diaspora, they don't have voting rights, you know, and all that. Even when Kenya and even Angola have passed laws enabling some people that reside in some countries overseas to vote, Nigeria has continuously let us down. The giant of Africa that should be taking the first role is now lagging behind because of the same people that want to hoodwink Nigeria. Well, the whole idea here is the fact that we, the diasporans, speak to our people at home. We let them realize that this time is different. We support a lot of people at home. These people that don't have money to go to school, they depend on our incomes to go to school. They listen to us when we tell them. We don't force them. We just tell them what to do, and most of them will do the right thing. So knowing fully well that it's coming from us, that we would have understood it. For instance, if I tell my mom or anybody related to me that, look, this person, I have judged that person to be a very good character, it's good to vote for that person. They are likely to come up and say, are they not all the same thing? Then you say, no, mom, or no, sister, or no, brother. This one is different. They're likely to listen to me. So what we are doing is that they have disenfranchised us because we are away, but they cannot stop us from telling our folks back home that we support to vote that candidate. So that's how we are doing it. So I might be one, but I have 5 people I support. All of a sudden, one person has become 5. So that's the magic that is happening.
Immeasurable thanks to you for giving me your time.
Thank you, my pleasure.